So a lot of you guys try to figure out, is online mastering any good? Well, I'm here to tell you it is. So we're going to do it today using Landr.
Bolo!
All right, before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys comment, and please turn on those post notifications so you will know the next time I have another video available. And at the end of the video, if you like it, tap that thumbs up. If you do not like it, hit that thumbs down. As you guys already know, I really don't care. So today I'm going to be mastering a track using Landr. I have been using Landr for a long time. So before I even made this video, I have already been using Landr. Yes, this is a collaboration video, but this is a product that I've been using. Don't get me all mixed up with all the other stuff. But yes, Landr is very dope. I've been using it for a long time now. I've actually mastered a lot of my beats using it when I would send it off to like record labels or artists so that I can have the best sound I could, because I'm an okay mixer and I'm really not a mastering engineer, which a lot of you guys probably ain't either. A lot of times we need some help to get our songs and our beats sounding as good as possible. Just truthfully be told, Landr is the #1 source to get it done online because they have great plans and they're just really good. And of course, you can actually kind of like preview your master before you actually like download it and send it off to stuff like that, because they have different settings. Let's go ahead and go into Landr and let's go ahead and master a track. But I do want to say this, Landr has more to offer than just mastering tracks. They do now have samples now, and they have a service to where you can upload your songs onto all the major sites and distribute your songs through, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, all that good stuff too. But today we're just working on mastering. So let's go ahead and go to the Landr site and master a track. But before we do that, we gotta go into Beatmaker 3 and bounce down this song, and we'll go ahead and get it mastered. So let's do that right now. Okay, so now we are in Beatmaker 3. I have a beat pulled up, and the reason why I want to show you this process is to kind of prepare you to master your song. Now, one thing that you have to understand about either sending out beats or sending out whole songs is that you have to leave some headroom so the mastering can apply the effects to it. Like this beat. This beat is a very simple beat, but I have a lot of headroom. So if the mastering needs to add compression, EQ, anything it needs to add to it, it can add it, and it has some headroom before it goes ahead and turns it up to the loudness that you want it. So as you can see on this beat, when I play it back, I think I have a headroom around about a -4 to -6, because I do not want that thing hitting at -0 dB. Do not want it hitting at -0 dB, because that way you can't really apply mastering. You can still do it, but it's just going to sound a little iffy after that. So let's go ahead and play this back, and I'm going to show you where everything is hitting on my master fader. All right, so as you can see on my master fader, it's hitting like around about -4 to -6. So this thing is ready to be sent off for mastering. So let me go ahead and export this out. And one of the key things you have to understand about exporting songs out is you want to make sure it's at a high bit rate. So I like mine at a wave, which is a wave format, but I want it at a 24-bit rate. Now, most of the time on my laptop, I do it around about 48K at a 24-bit rate. On here, you don't really have that option on Beatmaker 3. You just have a wave, and then you have the bit rate, which is 16, 24, or 32. I still do it in 24. So let me show you guys how to do that real quick. So let's go right here. Let's export this, audio export, and let's do a whole song. And then we have it as a wave in 24 bits. And then we take normalize off. I don't want this to be normalized anything. I want to normalize off. So now I'm going to export this song. So let's go ahead and export everything. Now it is done exporting. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this to my save files, and I'm going to put it right here in my mastering folder. And it's already got a name to it, so I'm going to save it as that. And then we are pretty much ready to go ahead and import it into Landr. So let's go over there right now. Okay, so now we are in Landr, and as you can see, they have the mastering, the distribution, the samples, the more, and the pricing. You can go ahead and look through all of those, and you can see the different options you want to use. But today we are worried about mastering. So let's go ahead and click on this mastering right here, and we're going to do a new master. Now, on the app, which is on the iPad, what I like to do first is I want to go ahead and get my settings for what I want to do. So let me go ahead and click on the settings. And right now, as you can see, my settings are set on balanced and with the intensity at medium. That beat sounds pretty cool. It sounds pretty warm enough for me. So I'm going to leave it on balanced because I don't really want to open or warm. And then I want the intensity on medium because I want it loud, but I don't want it pushing so high to the cylinder where I'm losing so many dynamics. So I don't want that. It's already going to add some compression, some EQ, and some stuff on there. I don't want it to be so loud that I'm losing dynamics. So that's why I like to keep it right at a medium intensity. And then if y'all want it a little bit louder, I can go to high. And if I want it just to be a little bit lower to where it's just, you're just hearing the mastering on it, we can do that. But I like a little volume on mine. So that sounds pretty cool. And then ask you if you want to save the preferences. Yes, I'm going to save it because that's how I pretty much like all my masters on Landr. So I'm going to save that. And now I'm going to do a new master. So we're going to click on new, and then we're going to click on master. So it's going to ask us, where do we want to get this song from? I got it saved in my iCloud folder, and then I'm going to click on it, and there it is right here. So I'm going to click on that, and then it's automatically going to upload and master this track because of the settings that are already set for it. So when this thing gets done uploading and adding the mastering effects to it, we're going to play the original and we're going to play the master version, and we're going to see the differences between them. Okay, so we got it done and it is mastered. So now we have a function on here. If you get one of the premium accounts, you can go ahead and compare the two tracks. So let's go ahead and compare the unmastered versus the mastered version, and let's see the difference.
Bolo.
All right, so I like it. Sounds good. So let's go ahead and, download it and send it out. So we can go ahead and either download it back on to the iPad, or we can actually send it out and share it with other people. We have a whole library in here, so we can just keep the master in the library as long as we need it. So instead of us filling around in emails or whatever, we can just go to Landr, log in, go to the library, and you can send it from there as well. And if you feel like it's good enough for people to hear and you want the world to hear, you can go ahead and distribute this song, or you can distribute a whole album for the people to hear on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, all that good stuff, because they have that in here with Landr. And they also have samples as well. So you can download samples, construct beats with the samples, and do all that stuff too. So there's a lot of things to do other than mastering on Landr. But as you can hear, you can get you a very decent master for very fast and very cheap. So hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I always say, peace out.